Hi everyone, today's yoga flow will focus on balancing postures, and we're going to have a lot of fun opening up the hips so that we can do some balancing postures and some hip openers. So let's start on our back in constructive rest. Bring your knees together, your feet apart. You can rest your hands on your belly or on the mat next to you. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, extend your feet out in front of you. Extend your arms overhead. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, bring your knees to your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Do that a couple more times. Inhale to stretch. Exhale to squeeze. Last one, big breath in. And exhale. Bringing your knees over to the right side. Take a twist. You can look back at your left shoulder. And every time you exhale, gently press your hips away from your shoulders. Change sides. Knees go up and over to the left. Your gaze can go back to your right. Returning to center, we'll take figure 4 stretch. So cross your right leg over your left thigh. Bring your knees towards you. If you want to walk up your leg, you can walk up your leg. Feel your back on the mat. Gently press all 4 corners down. And then change. Other leg on top. Hugging the knee towards you. Breathing. You can walk up the leg. In your own time, go ahead and rock and roll a couple times to come up to tabletop. And this is a nice moment to test out the weight that you're pouring into your wrists. So by bringing your shoulders beyond your wrist, you're gently pouring that weight forward to see how your wrists feel. If you experience any pain or tightness, then maybe today when we offer arm balances, you can just opt out and take a hip stretch instead. It always feels good to add a little forearm stretch by turning the fingers back. If that's too intense, you can turn your fingers back to the front. All right, we're going to take it to downward dog. So plant your palms, lift your hips. Feel free to bend your knees if your hamstrings are feeling tight. About 4 more breaths. Maybe you want to pivot your feet side to side. From here, just walk your feet right behind your hands. Bend your knees. And slowly come up, arms overhead at the top. Hands to heart center. Before we take our flow here, it's a good idea to grab your blocks, and you can place them at the front of your mat just in case you need them for your flow. Bringing your feet together, hands to heart center. On your inhale, take the arms overhead. As you exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees if you need to, if your hamstrings are feeling tight. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to plank pose. Take your flow. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward dog, pressing back. Right leg goes to the sky. Step it to gecko outside your right hand. And on this first one, maybe you want to drop the knee down as you take a little twist. I'm going to keep my knee up and take a twist here. Take one more breath, really open up, and then take your flow. We'll be doing a few flows here to build some endurance in the shoulders, but if you need a little break from the flow, take it to child's pose. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Step it outside your hand for gecko. Back knee can drop. Breathing. Take your flow. Plank pose, chaturanga, cobra or up dog, and downward dog. Looking forward, step or jump your feet between your hands. Halfway lift. Fold forward and take it up to standing. Second round. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Step or jump it back. All the way to downward dog. Right leg goes to the sky. Step it outside your hand for gecko. This time, we're going to start with our twist and we'll layer on side plank. So either you drop your knee down and open up, or from here, just step your foot to meet your other foot. Keep lifting up. Feel free to add on, like lifting the foot, maybe grabbing the knee. And when you're ready, take your flow. Left leg to the sky. Step it to gecko. Start with our twist. Add side plank. Any variations. Breathing. And when you're ready, take your flow. Two long, deep breaths in downward dog. Looking forward, step or jump your feet between your hands. Halfway lift. Fold forward and take it up to standing. Last round, let's have some fun. Big breath in. Exhale, fold forward down the center. Halfway lift. Take your flow, either step or jump it back. Right leg goes to the sky. Inhale. Gecko. Start with a twist. If you want to add more in this round, either grab your knee and open up, grab your toe and open up, or add wild thing. You can bend your top leg, take it behind you, lower and lift. When you're ready, take your flow. Try to keep the breath flowing nice and easy. Left leg goes up, inhale. Step it to lizard, gecko. Add your twist. Choose if you want to grab your knee or your toe to open up. And then maybe take it back to wild thing. Lowering and lifting. When you're ready, take your flow. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. From here, we're just going to come down to our knees, and we'll start to practice those lunges, those hip openers. So we're going to bring our right leg forward. We've been doing gecko quite a bit. Here, blocks are nice if you're feeling tight. We definitely want to get our hips as far forward as we can. And then from there, decide if you want to lower your elbows. We are going for as low as we can go. So I'm going to put one block. I know I'm ready. This is probably a little too high for me. So I'm going to take my blocks a little lower, test it out, see what feels good for you. If you don't have blocks, you're welcome to just kind of rest on your elbow, on your knee. And then maybe taking the elbows all the way down to the floor. If you find that when you get into that pose, you're starting to hold your breath and tense up, don't take it so deep. Come up a little, grab the block, get some help from the prop to find that right edge for you. One more breath. We're doing good work here for the hips. Let's change sides. Left leg comes forward. Set it up. Breathe. Lots of breath as the hip comes forward. You're using your breath with every exhale. You're going deeper. Last breath on this side. All right, so we're going to go back to the first side. Our base will be block on the inside of the foot, hand down, opening up. This is a great place to stay and build a little bit of shoulder mobility, a little bit of rotation in your torso, and you're just kind of working on gazing up. If you're ready for more, you can take the top arm behind your back. I'm grabbing onto the thigh here just to give me even more support so I can twist. If I want to take the full bind, I'll take the arm under and I'll try to interlace my hands. I don't want to stay here pulling on my back. I definitely want to open up as much as possible. Breathing. Final option would be to curl the back toes, drop the back heel, and hang out here. Your gaze can be up or down. Just remember to keep the breath flowing, and you're doing everything you can to not just sink. You want to push into those powerful feet, push into your powerful legs, and breathe a lot. When you're ready to release, take a moment to just stretch out the legs, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So setting it up, here's our base, taking that nice rotation. A moment there to really sink in. Okay, let's layer on. Top arm behind the back. If you can grab right here on the top of the thigh. If you're ready for more, go ahead and take the full bind. Interlace your hands. Try not to collapse. Really open up. All right, once you've got that, curl the back toes, drop the back heel, and realign. Push into your feet. Powerful. Powerful, but graceful and breathing. One more breath. You can do it. Slowly release. You can straighten the leg if you want. Awesome work. All right, we're going to come into our second flow. If you need a quick little sip of water, you can grab one. Get my water over here, my juice. All right, so we're actually going to come to standing, top of the mat. And for this flow, we're going to sit into chair. So sit all the weight into chair, Bring your hands to heart center. Think of this like a little back bend. You want to get those shoulders back. Your back muscles are engaged to keep you strong. All this stuff is so good to keep our spine healthy. As you inhale, take the arms up. As you exhale, try to lift onto your tiptoes. You're bringing your fists to your waist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On this next one, we're going to rise to standing. If you want, you can just stretch up. I like to do a little back bend here, so press your hips forward, bend your elbows, open up your chest. And then when you're ready, we're going to take our flow. Before we flow, we're coming into a little toe stand here. Get cozy in your hips. You can round over. You can separate the knees to put the elbows down. If you want to practice your crow pose, set it up for crow. Get your hands down. Bring your knees to your triceps. Keep your gaze forward. And then when you're ready, step or jump it back for chaturanga. Cobra. Downward dog. Breathe. On your inhale, right leg goes to the sky. On your exhale, tippy toe, knee to nose. Inhale, take it up. Now knee to the right elbow. Option to take scissor. Shifting your weight forward. Inhale, take it back up. We're going to step it through for high lunge. Go slow. Balance. Try to find one focal point to look at. We're setting up for airplane, so we already have the blocks at the front of the mat if we end up needing them. Take your arms back, transfer the weight, and lift off. Your base leg can be straight, or you can bend it a little to get the leg higher. If you need the blocks, use them so you can stabilize and really squeeze those back muscles. On your next inhale, land soft with control. Inhale. Exhale, take it forward to airplane. Breathe. Back knee comes to the chest, one-legged Tadasana. Steady. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbow to knee, round. 2 more. Inhale. You're teaching your right leg to recruit the muscles in your feet, in your ankles, everything you need to help you balance. All right, let's step it back to high lunge. Try not to wobble too much. Warrior 2, opening up. Back heel goes down. Make some adjustments in your stance to get that knee right over the toes. On your inhale, reverse your warrior. On your exhale, take your flow. You can take your flow here. If you want to do 3-legged chaturanga, you can take the leg up. If you feel like adding chin stand, bring it forward, bring the elbows under the body, and work on transferring the weight. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Looking forward, step or jump your feet between your hands. Halfway lift. Fold forward. And take it up to standing. Repeating all that on the left side, sitting into chair. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, lift your heels. Inhale. Exhale deeply. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Take it to standing. You choose back bend or just full stretch up. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, take that little toe stand. You choose to stay in cannonball. If you want to try your crow, go for crow. Hands down, hips up. Let's just say you've never been able to do crow out of fear of falling, which is totally normal. You can use your block and place it here. All that does is, with this nice squishy block that I have here, it allows me a little bit of a comfort blanket. If I feel like I might fall onto my head, I have the block there for me. But you're really trying to look forward, and you're just tiptoeing the weight forward, or teeter-tottering the weight forward. Your knees, you want them on your triceps. For some people, if you have longer legs, maybe they don't fit into that nice little frame, so they might be on the outside. So it's a little harder because they kind of slide. So just use your inner thighs. If you've got to bring them on the outside, clamp them on very tightly so that when you tilt forward, you have that inner thigh compression. Enough of that. Let's take our flow. You can step or jump it back all the way to downward dog. Left leg to the sky, take it up. Knee to nose, round your back. Inhale. Knee to tricep, option for scissor, bringing it forward, transferring the weight. Take it up. Inhale. Step it through for high lunge. Focus. Ready for airplane. Looking forward, find your focal point and then lift off. Base leg can bend or be straightened. High lunge. Let's make this last one as firm as possible. Steady. Back knee comes to the chest, one-legged Tadasana. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Take it back to high lunge. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior and take your flow. Again, option to add that little scorpion tail or chin stand as you shift the weight forward. Bring the elbows under your body and let the weight transfer. Little to no weight on your chin, all in the upper body. From here, take your right leg up. We're just going to step it through for triangle. So open up. I'm bringing the block with me. Tee out your arms and hinge at your hips. Let's take that block a little bit lower so we can keep our spine nice and straight. You can stay here or go for your bind. Since we've been practicing balancing and hip openers, you might be able to access bird of paradise here. So if you take that full bind, your back foot steps in about halfway on your mat, your front heel lifts, and your head will lift you up. So don't let the head be heavy here. Lift up through the crown of the head. Go super slow as you find your focal point. And then you can work on extending the leg. Breathe. After you do that for a couple breaths, slowly reverse your steps. Come up. And we'll do that to the other side. Left leg forward. Tee out the arms. Coming into triangle, Trikonasana. Gaze goes up. You're welcome to stay here and continue stretching, or half a bind, full bind. Back foot steps in about halfway. Front heel lifts. Use the top of your head to lift up. Go really slow. Once you've got that, you can add the leg. Breathing. With control, back it up. Nice work, everyone. From here, we're just going to fold forward. You can bring a block with you, rolling the weight towards the toes. Maybe it feels good to just hang for a little bit, but be gentle with your back if you need to bend your knees or get a block, go for it. And then we'll add a little spinal twist. So from one side to the other. Bringing the weight forward in the feet. It's not necessarily that we want to put the weight at the front of the foot, but most of us all day long keep the weight in our heels. So by bringing the weight forward, it evens it out a little bit. You can walk your hands between your legs. Let your head be heavy. And then when you're ready, nice and easy, just bring your feet in. We're going to sit onto our bottom to stretch here. Now, using the blocks helps a little. So if you want to put one block under your booty, you can sit on a block. And that just allows you to get the sits bones out from underneath you, or the meaty part out from underneath you, so you can be right on the sits bones. Sliding your heels out. Try not to turn your toes in. Just reach your chest forward. You can use your block here for under the elbows. You can rest your forehead down. Try to keep your back nice and straight. Slowly coming up. Awesome. We're going to come off the block. Let's take seated twist. So bring your left leg on top, right outside of the foot, or right outside of the thigh. Take your right arm up, and we'll take a gentle little twist over to the side. Looking over your shoulder, breathing deeply. Change right back through center. Same thing on the other side. Arm goes up. Take a twist. Sit up taller with every inhale. Right back through center. So here there's a couple options. You can bring your feet together to fold forward in bound angle. Lately I've been enjoying adding the block under my feet. Just gives me a little bit of a deeper stretch here. You can round over, or you can come forward with a flat back, whatever gives you a more enjoyable stretch. Slowly coming up. Your choice. If you'd like to finish class lying on your back, you can lie on your back. Maybe today you want to finish in a seated meditation. A couple of moments here. You are welcome to take any mudra you'd like. I like this one, Jhana Mudra, because by placing the thumbs or the palms up, thumbs together, just shows that you're open to receive any lessons that life is sending your way. A couple of breaths here. Allowing yourself to absorb all the benefits of your practice. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.